What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be going over with you guys. Now, there's been a lot of news recently revolving around Kemba Walker, with it currently being reported by Evan Macy that Kemba Walker's actually fallen out of the Knicks rotation. They don't really plan on playing him. This has, of course, led a lot of teams to actually look to try and trade him, and there's reports that are saying that the New York Knicks have actually put him on the trade table. Has kind of led to a lot of people, speculating on what team he may actually get traded to. A recent team that has kind of come up a lot, that has had a couple of different people actually report on this, saying that could actually be interested in Kemba Walker, is actually the Dallas Mavericks. And look, the Dallas Mavericks and Kemba Walker is a really, really hard one, because I've kind of looked it over and I really don't know what team, Kemba Walker could actually go to. Like, he hasn't been too great, this season with the New York Knicks. He's had a down year. It's the reason he's kind of fallen out of their rotation. And yeah, the Knicks just haven't been as good as what I think a lot of Knicks fans have really hoped they would. But I definitely think there's a big chance they bounce back. It is currently, kind of looking like right now that Kemba Walker will most likely be getting traded, and there's really not too many teams out there that I think he could possibly go to, especially as a starter. If a team wants him to come and start, look, then that's the team he should probably go to. But I'm looking at the teams right now, and there's not exactly too many teams where you kind of just go, well, Kemba Walker, if he goes there, he can be their starting point guard. Teams like Detroit, you could say, would be the starting point guard over like Killian Hayes, but Detroit are like rebuilding, probably wouldn't want a guy like Kemba Walker. A team that I actually kind of suggested in the previous video, I do think Philadelphia could actually be an interesting team that maybe does look to go out and get him. Of course, they've got Tyrese Maxey at point. I don't think Kemba would necessarily start, but I definitely do think they need a backup point guard here and there. The issue is I just don't know who they would trade to get Kemba Walker, because you also got to match salaries, and that's $9 million. So it's a really, really weird, situation. Another team who recently, had one of their star point guards go down is actually, of course, Colin Sexton, who has been playing a lot of shooting guard for them in the last couple seasons. I do think the Cavaliers do need a shot creator, definitely at a lot of different stages, but honestly, with the reports that are saying that the Cleveland Cavaliers are looking to trade Colin Sexton away and maybe get a bigger two here and there that can be a shot creator, makes me think that Kemba Walker is probably not going to be on the, option, you would think. But considering we've heard that the New York Knicks have previously been interested in Colin Sexton, maybe that's one. But hey, I really don't know what team could actually go out and get Kemba Walker. When we look at it right now, the Dallas Mavericks, who were the 4th seed at the time making this video, they are 11-9, have had a really interesting season, because you got Luka, who's still killing it at like kind of that, guard position. He's been playing some shooting guard, point guard here and there. Then you got Jalen Brunson, who off the bench has been averaging 15, crazy stuff. Kristaps Porzingis, who has been playing out of his mind for Dallas. He seems to have found a new role, yet again playing that power forward position. They've, really been trying a lot of different things to get him back, and they've been playing Moses Brown now at that center position. They started him against the Cavs, and it looks like they're just trying to, get someone else to play the center position, because it does look like I think Kristaps is kind of doing really well in that power forward spot. So hey, even Dwight Powell, he's been, starting at that center position too. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. They're still kind of looking at who's going to be that dude as their center going forward. Again, I really think it would be absolutely insane if they traded for a dude like Jarrett Allen. Could you imagine a Jarrett Allen like Kristaps Porzingis type duo? And I'm not saying Jarrett Allen. Of course, he's practically an untouchable for the Cavs right now. I'm just saying a dude like him. But yeah, when we look at their team, I really don't know how Kemba Walker fits on this team. In fact, I actually just don't think he does. Because when we look off their bench, they've got Jalen Brunson as their backup point guard. He's playing around 28 minutes per game. Just kind of being their backup point guard, big scorer. Then you got Luka Doncic, who is their starting point guard, who obviously is Luka Doncic. But then off the bench, you still got Trey Burke, who's struggling for minutes, only getting 11 per game. And Tim Hardaway, who is a big scorer for this team. He's starting this season. And then you still got Frank Ntilikina, who has been alright at times for this Dallas Mavericks team too. It's really like, well, do they need another guard? Like, just probably not, right? Like, you still got Josh Green on this team, who has been starved of opportunity. I mean, this guy's 21. He was taking a pick at 18. I do think he has a lot to work on his game. He's one of those guys in the NBA that I actually feel really, really bad for, because even though he's only in his second season now, you can just tell by the way he plays, he's really struggling to find what his, you know, kind of, I'd say, position is on the team, like where he stands, what his role is. I think it's really, really difficult for him, because he has been known to be, you know, a big shot creator when he grew up, this and that in college, and now he's coming to Dallas. He's asked to be kind of, you know, a three-point type guy, but then when he averaged 16% in his first season, that doesn't really work out, and he's only getting 5 minutes per game. I really feel bad for Josh Green. I think Josh Green needs some opportunity on another team where he can be actually, you know, in the rotation consistently. Maybe go to a team where he can be the backup 2 or something like that and can get some shots in. Tons of teams out there. The Toronto Raptors are a big team you could definitely look at here and there. Even the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are looking for a young shot creator, he'd actually be nice. But yeah, it's really hard for Josh Green. He hasn't been great when he has been a shot creator for the Mavericks, so it's hard for him. But what I'm trying to say right now is I just don't think the Dallas Mavericks need Kemba Walker. I don't think it makes really any sense at all. If I was them, I would stay away. I just don't like it. I don't rate it at all. I think you've got enough point guards. You got enough guards here and there. I would just go and try and get a third star. What that third star would be, whether it's a shooting guard, a small forward, I would go for just like some wing guy. You know, Bradley Beal would be the obvious one, but the Wizards are doing pretty well this season, if I do say so. So he is probably not going to be up for trade. But, you know, there are a couple like him out there that I, you know, definitely think they should potentially go after. But yeah, Kemba Walker, he just doesn't really fit in for the team, in my opinion. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this, you know, eventually all does go down and what team Kemba Walker ends up on, or if maybe he revives his career again at the Knicks and just stays put and gets some more minutes. But of course, I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/long channel. Don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already, which I will all be linking in the description down below. But as I was saying, you know, go subscribe to my gaming channel, my IRL/long channel, all of them will be linked in the description down below. Most importantly, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.